Hi students, today I am going to discuss about band weekly test which is held on 29/6/2019. We can go for the first section of the question paper. The first section carries the error spotting question. Question number 1. The Indian team cannot win the series and even pulling off a draw could be a tough proposition with its lead bowlers not playing. I think everyone are familiar with the verbs. What do you mean by verbs? Verbs can be classified into two types, main verbs and auxiliary verbs. That means in most of the case, like in present continuous, what will be happening? Each main verb should be carried out using a auxiliary verb. So what will be the right answer? It's lead bowlers or not playing. So the error lies on the fourth plane of the question. So the answer is option D. Question asks to right to adequate food and clean drinking water should be regarded as a basic right of all citizens of India. So here itself they specified as all. So all is, you know about all is a plural noun, means plural should be followed by S. So the answer is option D, which is basic right of all citizens of India. This is the error. So it can be replaced as citizens. Okay. Question asks 3. A sharp fall in international prices of tea have led tea plantation workers in Kerala to face starvation. A sharp fall in international prices of tea. Here they talk about not about the international prices. Here they talk about the sharp fall. Sharp fall. This is a singular subject. So have should be replaced as has. So the error lies in the part 3 of the sentence. So the answer is option C, have lived to tea plantation workers. Question asks for, in spite freedom of press is vital to democracy, the thin line between reporting facts and expressing opinions on them is being increasingly crossed. Okay, so I think you are familiar with the structure of simple, complex and compound. So in spite should be always carried by of. In spite of we can say, or else we can say as despite. So it can be used for the contrary conditions. Contrary means Tamil they will say mundukku pinna, right? So what will be the error? So the error lies on the first part of the sentence. Answer is in spite of. So the answer option is option A. Question asks 5. In India, the teacher has been elevated to a position of power, and a part of that power has been to assuming the right to punish the student. So 2 plus verb. So 2 here is a infinitive. So 2 here is an infinitive. So all of us, you are familiar with the basic concept. Always 2 should be followed by the present form of the verb. So 2 assuming is wrong. So we can replace as to assume. Guys, remember that 2 is an infinitive. So the verb carried after 2 should be always present form of verb. So the error lies on the fourth part of the sentence. Answer is option D. Okay. Question number 6. In the flying game, there are a host of new low-cost airlines that dare to roar, providing a glimmer of hope of more cheaper air transport to millions. So here millions refer the means many people. Here the cheaper. So cheap is an adjective. You all familiar with the concept of adjective. That means adjective has 3 forms: positive and comparative, superlative. So cheap, cheaper, and cheapest. Cheap, cheaper, cheaper. So here the more is not necessary. Then where we can put more and most. More and most can be put on the trisyllabic words such as more beautiful, more marvelous, most wonderful. So the error lies on the fourth part of the sentence. More can be discarded. So the answer is option B. Question number 7. A question worth to ask is that whether the national awards represent pan-Indian cinema or is the focus on mainstream films only. Okay, here they discuss about the two conditions. One is the pan-Indian cinema. So the second part is wrong. It can be replaced as or to focus. This is the correct form of the sentence. The error lies in the fourth part of the sentence. Answer is option B. Question 8. Indian every single expectation from its cricket team invariably oscillates between a cynical pessimism and an unjustified optimism. So here they have talked about Indian. So they have talked about the possessive form of Indian. So it can be replaced as Indians every single expectation. Indians, which is the possessive noun, right? So answer is the error lies on the first part of the sentence. So the answer is option A. Question number 9. The road widening exercise who aims to make National Highway a 4-lane highway poses a threat to the fragile environment of the Himalayas. So here they talk about the road widening exercise, which is not a person. Actually, it's a condition. So whenever condition comes first, the relative pronoun should be followed by which or that. I think all of you understand about the sentence. So they have not talked about any persons here. So the answer is option B. The error lies in the second part of the sentence. Question 10. In the aftermath of the ancient tsunami, the sporting community have responded swiftly to contribute in whatever way it could, both financially and qualitatively. So I think this sporting should be replaced by sports. The sports committee is actually a singular, right? So singular noun should be carried by a singular verb like as, has. The sports committee has responded. Answer is option B. The error lies in the second part of the sentence. So we can jump on to the next section, part B. Direction 11-20. Improve the highlighting part of the following sentence if it is grammatically wrong, or else choose the option E, no change required. So in this sentence they have given a part. It may or may not have error. If it is having error, we should improve grammatically. If it not having any errors, we can choose the option E, no change required. So in this sentence, being a successful businessman depends hard work, honest, perusal skills and sound market knowledge. There is no error in the heightened part of the sentence. So the answer is option E, no change required. Question number 12. Over 2 crores will be required to renovate a building being damaged during the cyclone. So, always being should be followed in the first part of the sentence. Being is actually a simple sentence. The being word should be always at the first part of the sentence. Being poor, he is honest. So, being should be always on the first part of the sentence. So, what is an alternative that can be replaced on the highlighted part? And the answer is which was damaged. So the building, which is a third person singular and which is a thing also, in order to indicate things we can use relative pronoun which or that. So was should be always followed by the past participle verb. So the answer is which was damaged. Unfortunately option A can't be the answer because that was damaged. It is a V1 form of verb, so it can't be the answer. You should remember always was should be carried by the past participle form of the verb. Okay, answer is B. Question number 13. Small investor often suffer because of delays in getting its grievance redressed. Okay, grievance is nothing but the complaint. So here small investors complained. So plural should be followed by the plural word. So grievances. Okay, so we can eliminate the option C and E. Okay, they have talked about the small investors, right? Small investors are not the things, they are the persons, so it can be denoted by there. So option D can be also eliminated. The answer is option A. Redress is, the meaning of redress is compensation. Giving compensation. Question asks 14. With the failure of the investment bank, the public's confidence in the banking sector has been how badly shaken? So, okay, here how should not be in the mid of a adverb and the be form of verb. You should remember there should be no question words between the be form of verb and an adverb. So the answer is option C, badly shaken. Question number 15. The officer appreciated his subordinates' many attempts to bravely confront. So I have already told about the to should be always followed by a verb. Here the verb is confront, so we can interchange their position as many brave attempts, because many is a plural word, should be always followed by a plural noun. Many brave attempts. Why I have changed bravely into brave? Because bravely is an adverb. In order to qualify this noun, we should want an adjective here. So we can change as many brave attempts to confront. Answer is option B. Question of 16. Was it they who were accused of stealing the neighbor's car? So here they have talked about the persons, they. So they were is correct. So I think there is no error in this part of section. So the answer is option E, no change required. Question number 17. The doctor has advised him to lay in bed at least for weeks. Lay is wrong. Lie is right. So you are going to lie in bed, not lay in bed. Answer is to lie in bed. Question number 18. Neither any of the chair members of the society nor the chairman were present for the annual meeting. So they have talked about the neither any of the members of the society is the first case, and second case they have talked about the chairman. You know, chairman is a singular form of noun. It should be always carried by a singular verb. So answer is chairman was present for the annual meeting. Option B is the answer. Question number 19. We admire him attempting to climb the summit in such a bad weather. So they have talked about the person who attempt to climb the summit. So him should be eliminated and should be replaced as his. It's a possessive pronoun. Answer is we admire his attempting to climb the summit in such a bad weather. Question number 20. Students are abandoning helmets but some avoiding use of helmets while riding the motorbikes. I have already told whenever verb plus ing is used as a verb form, it should be always followed by a supporting verb or an auxiliary verb. So here the sentence is in present form of verb. So we can use as some are avoiding use of helmets. Answer is option D. So we can go to the next section of question paper. Part C. In each of the following sentences, four words are given below in which of two of the words are most nearly the same or opposite in meaning. So in this they have given five words. You should choose a pair. This pair should be same in meaning or opposite in meaning. The first question, proximity, brevity, agreement, proposition. Okay, here agreement is the synchronization between two parties and proposition is the proportionality. That means if here increase, there is increase. If here is decrease, there is a relationship. So these two words are so different. Proximity. What do you mean by proximity? Proximity is the word which is nothing but whenever you are going to make a speech. So to make a speech, we want more and more words. This process is called prolixity. Brevity is nothing but the scarcity of words. Scarcity means rare usage of words. So the answer is option A. These two words are entirely opposite in meaning. Question asks 22. Suffuse, deplete, fight and delay. Okay. Suffuse is nothing but spread. Spreading is increasing. We can say as increasing. Deplete means reducing. These two words are entirely opposite in meaning. Flight is flying, delay is late. So the option is answer E, A, B are opposite in meaning. Question now 2, 3. Phosphenic, delectable, leaf-like, charming. Phosphenic can be used for the dative. Okay. Leaf-like. What do you mean leaf-like? Leaf-like, leaf semblance. Appearance is like leaf. Delectable is nothing but pleasant. Pleasant. Delectable is pleasant. Charming is pleasant. So B and D are same in meaning. Option B is the right answer. Question asks 24. Benevolent, alarming, charitable, stupendous. So benevolent meaning is helping. Alarming is worry. Charitable, which is also helping. Stupendous is impressive. I think you know about the answer. Benevolent is also have the meaning helping. Charitable also has the meaning helping. These two words are same in meaning. Option E is the right answer. Question asked 25. Convenient, intolerant, endurant, protestant. Convenient is nothing but comfortable level, our comfortable level. Intolerant is opposite to the tolerancy. Endurant is capable. So these two words are opposite in meaning. Okay. Answer is option C, BC. Question asked 26. Eject, spread, mark, spout. Eject is nothing but what? Send out. Ejected out. Send out. Spread is increasing. Mark, you know what the meaning? Spout. Spout is also send out. So A and D are similar in meaning. Option E is the right answer. Question asked 27. Push, thrive, flourish, arrange. Thrive has the meaning of flourish. These two words are similar in meaning. Answer is an option D, B to C. Question asked 28. Refuse, discourage. These two words are so different. Lurk. Lurk is nothing but hiding. So these two words are similar in meaning. Answer is option B, C to D. Question asked 29. Delirious, confluent, curt, gracious. What do you mean by gracious? Gracious is kind. Curt is rude. These two words are completely opposite in meaning. Answer is option C, C to D. Question of 30. Punishment. Punishment means penalty. Divergence is splitting. Confluence is combining. Confidence is emotion. So these two words are completely opposite in meaning. Answer is option A, B to C. I think you have enjoyed the session. Please subscribe to Vision Academy. Thank you.